So g'day and welcome back to Goomedes Coins and Banknotes, and today we have Indian coins and the backdrop. I'm just trying this out on a banknote. So we have the quarter anna and we have the half annas, and these are copper coins, and they were issued by the later ones were issued by British India, but the first ones are issued by the East India Company, which was a private company which was responsible for the demise of the Mughal Empire. So it wasn't really the British per se themselves, it was a private company. And this is the same as the Dutch East Indies Company, done the same thing. So pretty much colonialism, it was not about really transporting the population to other places. It was about revenue and getting a lot more money and tax. That's why there's a lot of real coins from South America, because Spanish wanted to focus on silver and gold. So pretty much this is just a capitalistic empire of destruction. So the weight of these quarter annas are 6.48 grams, and the weight of the 12 annas is 12.35 grams. So not quite double the quarter anna. And this one is 1/64th of a rupee, and the half anna is 1/32 of a rupee. So quarter anna, so you need 4 of these. So it's like a farthing. You need 4 of these to equal 1 anna, and this is like a half penny. You need 2 of these to equate 1 anna, which they didn't issue. They did issue a 2 anna, a small silver coin, but the 1 anna they didn't issue until later on, which was not surprising because some countries do that. So the 1 anna was only issued from 1906. These ones are dated 1835, and they're not a cheap coin. So this one will be probably fine condition. Actually, the shield, because it's raised quite substantially, gets worn a lot quicker than the rest of the actual coin. Okay, so we're going to focus on the quarter anna because I did sell these. This one is 1835, sold for about $80, which is quite an expensive coin. And we're going to focus on the 1835. So there are 3 mints. There is Calcutta, Bombay or Mumbai, and Madras, and you distinguish them because the Calcutta one, is that an inch? Oh, that's in inches. No one uses inches except barbarians. Okay, so you use the Calcutta one. Is 26.2, Mumbai 25.2, and Madras 25.5. And this one seems to be roughly, it's probably 25.2. So that will be Mumbai mint. And with the Mumbai, we have, so this is the small writing. So the 1/4 anna is small, and then there is a large inscription which is probably more like this one. So 1835 you can get large and small, but this one is dated 1858, so it's a different coin. And here's another one. We have a 1/4 anna, and that looks like it's small as well, although it is a bit larger than this one's larger than this coin, but it is not as large as the actual 1/4 anna. Okay, so no, just looking at it, this is the large, this is the small. So I'll distinguish it by the actual one. So these are the 2 varieties you can find in this coin series. And the large and small writing are the Bombay and the Madras. So the Calcutta only has small. So what is the size of this coin? And this one sold for $10. Okay, then we try get the diameter. So this one's closer to 26. So 26.2. So this will be a Calcutta mint, which only had the Kolkata says only had small. So basically, they're probably just small, just different varieties because of different mints. Anyway, that is where the confusion comes in. So this coin had a mintage of 755 million. Obviously the population in India is quite large. This one had a mintage of 36.7 million. So obviously for the time period these were enough to satisfy the circulating coin market. Then we check the dates. So the dates on this one is the Kolkata, which is the good version, has circular circles inside the 8. So we are talking about this. The Madras has oval circles. It looks a little bit ovally, but it's still circling. And this one has a fat 8. You can see the date differences between these two coins. Okay, so the date is actually quite larger. It's also a lot closer together. And definitely the circles are smaller. And the 8 is larger. And they're rounded. So, and you can see the different fonts that they use. The top of the 5 is longer on this one for the that mint, which is a Kolkata, than it is for the Mumbai. So, and there's differences as well. So there's lots of different varieties in these coins, but I'm not going to be able to make another video because these ones are going to disappear today, the 23rd of the 8th. 2025. Okay, so is there any other differences that we can find? Now, okay, the Y in company. Okay, so this Y, okay, so this one, you can see that the Y hits the actual, so in between the fruit and the leaf, so that's where it goes in between. And on this one you can see company, it's actually a lot more squashed together and it hits the actual leaf itself. So that's another good indication that when the Y hits the leaf it is 26 millimeters, and when the Y hits in between the berry and the leaf it is 25. And if you put them together you can actually see there is you might be able to see, okay, so you probably put it on the side, you can see there is a slight size difference between these two coins of 1 millimeter. So now if you're gonna get one of these coins, you can also see the Persian inscription is also different. So it's just a lot of differences between these two varieties of coins. You can see the reef itself is smaller on this coin than on the other coin. So these circulate up into the 1860s. They probably circulated longer when they were supplanted by the coins with the portrait of the reigning monarch. So the first ones were, actually the second ones were Queen Elizabeth, Victoria. First ones were, I think, George III. He was a fat fuck anyway. Oh, I swore. Don't swear in your videos. Well, bad luck. Anyway, you have 1/4 Anna from the later period, and this one has the same design, but obviously it is a different type of coin. So that's coin rotated, this is metal rotated, but it keeps the same type of features on it. Okay, so on the front of the coin we have the coat of arms of the East India Company. Okay, so we have St. George's Cross, we have the flag up there as well, we have St. George's Cross here also in the shield, 2 lines, and we have the motto here. I'm not even going to say it's in Latin, who the hell wants to speak Latin, not me. Okay, by the command of the King of Parliament of England. So obviously, while it was a private company, it was sanctioned by the UK government, and they probably had shares in it anyway, so pretty much currently, like current governments, our politicians have problems with them being captured by companies at this time period, pretty much the same. So nothing's really changed over the period. The 1950s to 70s is a bit different, in which we got rid of racist laws, sexist laws, tried to make everyone equal from the previous period, which is, we are currently turning into the previous period in which inequality is actually quite high. Anyway, hope this helps you with your Indian coin collecting. Just remember, these coins are not cheap. If you want to get quite a few to study, then you're going to have to pay quite a handsome price for any of these coins. Anyway, hope this helps you with whatever you're collecting. Let me know down below whatever Indian coins you want me to make a video of. Thank you very much. Have an awesome coin and banknote collecting time, and take care.